My brother proposed to his imaginary girlfriend last night. Obviously, she said yes. She was made up. Here, it's the Comedy Cabin podcast. You're very welcome, sir. It's going to be a good laugh this week. I swear to God, he's in good form. Barbara, sit down, love. He's in good form. Don't worry about the kettle. We'll have a brew up later on. The fella's in good form. Come on, sit down. He's about to start. I hear the titles. They're running now. Come on, quick, for fuck's sake.
It's the Comedy Cabin with Sean Hegarty. Stand-up comedian, come hang with me. I tell jokes, share stories with the fire lit in my Palletwood cabin. Now it's time to talk shit. It's the Comedy Cabin with Sean Hegarty. Stand-up comedian, come hang with me. I tell jokes, share stories with the fire lit. Now it's time to talk shit. At the Comedy Cabin.
It is the Comedy Cabin. I should have took my inhaler. Everything that could possibly go wrong tonight, apart from this place actually burning down, has gone wrong so far. Do you hear my voice? Do you hear my... I'm going to choke. I don't know why I lit this fucking wood burner. I lit it for ambience, right? He just said he doesn't know why he lit it, and then he fucking told us why he lit it. He's the stupid bastard. Turn that off, Sylvia. I'm not watching any more of him. Put Terry Wogan on. Load him up on the YouTube. I put it on for ambience and nothing more. And I think in future I'm going to have to get like a flickering candle or something and just put it inside it with it turned off. Because it is absolutely roasting. It was 16 degrees when I came in here, right? It's now 25. It's now 25. Here. It's the middle of October. It's... I'm looking at my watch. It's 10 to 8. Doesn't even have the fucking date on it. It's the 18th of October. What's going on with global warming? Huh? Global warming? You fuck... Here. Got the electric blanket out 2 weeks ago. It's been turned on less than fucking... Who? I don't know. It's been turned on less than your ma. Just... If in doubt, just say your ma. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, it's another episode 3 of the Comedy Cabin. You're very welcome. You're most welcome to my humble abode. We are here today. It is Monday, the 18th of October, 2021. Fingers crossed you're all good, you're well. And I'm recording this. It's 10 to 8, right? I'm putting this out in an hour and 10 minutes. And it usually takes me 3 times that length to just get it ready and to edit it and put the little logo and stuff up in the corner wherever I'm going to put it. And I'll be honest with you, there's probably not going to be a logo this week because I just don't have time. Everything is going wrong. I'm standing up. My earphones are like sort of dragging the microphone. The microphone falls on the ground. Near set fire to my leg on that fucking candle. My trousers have ripped. My trousers ripped in the knee. If you can see that, they're obviously not if you're listening just on the wireless, but if you're watching this on the YouTube or on the Facebook, then you're going to see that his wee trousers ripped and his knees hanging out of him. And look at his knee. His knee's a queer buck. Have you been working out recently? I have been working out recently. I've been running flat out. Running from the pillars, no doubt. No, I have though. I have been running. I've been doing my wee jogging. He's been out jogging, so he has. Yeah, I was out. I've really got back into running again. Half the time I hate it, half the time I love it. I don't know if I'm going out for my mental health. I don't know if I'm going out for fitness. I just know that every day I'm just convincing myself that I have to get out there. Every single day. Sometimes twice a day I'm going out. Now I'm doing 5Ks, right? So if I go out twice in a day, I'm doing 2 5Ks, which isn't that much. It's 6.2 mile if you do a 10K, right? 3.1 if you do a 5K. Oh, geez, he can do his maths. I guarantee he got a C in GCSE maths. He did. I did. He did. Told you. Did the voice wrong there, but fuck it. Nobody's paying me. I can do what I want. It is roasting. It is absolutely roasting. Both in here and for being the middle of October. I can't get my head around it. I'm sweating all day, every day. Like, I have autumn clothes up there and I'm like, every day I'm like going into my wardrobe and I'm like, lads, probably gonna have to give it another week or two here. Sorry, I know. I was expecting to stick these on a month and a half ago. I was, but hasn't cooled down from the summer. Still baking hot every single day. It's too warm. And I like it warm, I just don't like it this warm. That's like Peter Kay if he was fucking some 70-year-old character from Coronation Street. Halloween next week. Can you believe it? I tell you what, Halloween is fully turning into another Christmas, isn't it? It's going to get to the point where it's going to be, Sean, what are you getting the children for Halloween? I'm like, what are you getting? What do you mean, what am I getting them for Halloween? Well, there's trick-or-treaters coming round the house, and sure, don't you have decorations and all up so everybody gets presents and all? Fucking wise up. We have our decorations out our front. Diona solely did it on her own. I love Halloween, right? Love Halloween. I'm all for people decorating, putting pumpkins out their front, lighting candles at night, being real autumnal. I'm into that. I'm into it. But if I lived on my own, would I decorate? I would decorate. I would. But it's just getting too commercial. Just like Christmas. Now, I love Christmas. See, if Christmas was a man, I would be sniffing his back bangle like there's no Boxing Day. I would be full throttle. Smell of Snickers. I'd be all over that. Like a hurricane all over a fucking field of cows. Or cows, if you're listening to this outside of where I live and people don't understand me. He needs his inhaler. Fucking me fella's choking out there. That's them fumes for you. It's not, Sylvia, it's global warming. We create, there's nothing wrong with him. Phone my doctors. I phone my doctors. Phone this morning, right? It's like we're only taking calls from 8:30. Not allowed to phone before that. So 8:30, you have to phone at 8:30 every morning if you want to get an appointment. But the thing is, there's about 500 people all phoning at 8:30. I genuinely got to the point where I was dialing and it was getting the engaged tone and dialing and getting the engaged tone, dialing and getting the engaged tone. I was doing that for so long that by the time the person actually answered, it was like, hello, Joanne speaking. I fucking caved. I was like, completely have no idea who I'm even phoning. I was on autopilot. I was like, I listened to Long Wave Radio Atlantic 252. I just, there's a wee 90s throwback. I just, they need to change it. They need to change it. Do you know what they need to do? Email in. But you can't email in. Sure, the wee pensioners don't even fucking know how to log on. How do you expect them to fucking email if they can't even log on? He's lost his mind this week. Silly skitter. I don't know. You should just email in. Or text or something. Just text the words, Doctor, ring me. That's what it should be. Here, Doc, give us a buzz. Give us a wee buzz when you get a minute. What's wrong? Is the cream not working? Still got the rash in your flute, have you? Wise up. Can't believe it's Halloween next week. Going down to the fireworks. Just in case anyone didn't know the noise a firework make. Mate, that's a really terrible firework, by the way. But it is what it is, what it is, what it isn't. It's Macklemore. That's just me scratching my arm. But I can't believe it's Halloween next week. It's mad. I've started doing gigs again. Well, I've started booking gigs again. Why did I book gigs? No idea. Fucking hate stand-up. I don't hate it. Do you know what? I watched a program this morning on Sky Max. It was on, I think, either last night or the night before. Maybe even before that on, I was going to say on RT or on Irish TV, I don't know. But it was Deirdre O'Kane's like sort of stand-up show. It was Bill Bailey and another girl was on. The girl was brilliant. And Deirdre O'Kane, who's class. And it just gave me a real sort of buzz for stand-up again. And we watched this morning. We get up with our daughter Winter between anything between about 5 and 7. If we get any time past 7, it's like you're on your fucking holidays. You wake up, you're all, am I in Mosney? Is this Butlands, is it? What's going on? Has my dad woke me to go on the dodgems again? Every morning. Usually she's up before 6. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that I'm number 1 dad of the year, right? Probably number 2, number 3, but Diona gets up first because she breastfeeds, and by the time Winter gets up, do you know what we've started doing this week? Guess what we've started doing this week? We've started putting her to bed at night and not feeding her throughout the entire night. We've been doing it now for about a week. Haven't fed her overnight in a week. It is Disneyland in our bedroom. Disneyland. We can't believe it. It's a long time coming, but we feel like we're finally starting to actually get our lives back, get working a little bit more. I'm doing more feeds. She takes a bottle. She takes about fucking 7 spoon feeds a day, the greedy biatch. Eats like there is no tomorrow. The other way is like anyone who had kids over lockdown, and you're like, oh geez, them kids never stopped eating. They never stopped eating. I think Deirdre O'Kane actually did a bit about that in the stand up show that she hosted. It's worth checking out. We seen it on Sky Max. It was available on the on the homepage where there's like 10 or 15 or 20 sort of like shows that you can catch up on, or films or whatever, just like the best pick of the day or whatever. So I'd say if you searched for it, if you went on Sky Max, you're bound to get a repeat or a repeat or whatever you call it. And we watched it, and it was class. But during lockdown, my kids, and I'm sure most other people's kids, just ate like bastards. Just ate like it was the Walking Dead. And they just went into Craigavon Area Hospital to the COVID section, just where everyone had the COVID section, like it's fucking Tesco. What's the look? You're looking for people with COVID? Are you just aisle 7, love? Aisle 7. Aye, just listen for coughing and spluttering, and that's you. Yeah, just down there. All the wee craters, fucking lungs hanging out of them. Down there. I'm doing the same voices this week, aren't I? I feel like I should mix up a wee bit. I feel like I've done about 10 characters so far, and every single character has sounded exactly the same as the one I did before. I need to change up my voices a wee bit. But you know what? It'll come. It's just down to shaking the rust off from COVID. Sometimes I say COVID like Kobe. Every time I change my daughter's nappy, I throw it into the bin, but I shout Kobe as I'm throwing it. Joe Kobe Bryant, who sadly passed away in a helicopter crash 2 years ago now, was it? Amazing. Not amazing. Fuck it. I don't know why I said amazing. It's 100% not amazing. It's the furthest thing from amazing. It was devastating, but what do you do? What do you do? I remember when he died, and I went out to my parents' house, and my mum says to me, she was all, what about your fella died? And I was all, what fella died? And she goes, your man Kenobi. And I said, Kenobi? Obi-Wan? She goes, no, there's about 7 of them. I goes, not only one. I said Obi-Wan, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Fuck's sake. Says, no, Kenobi, what do you call him? I said, Kobe. His name's Kobe. Kobe Bryant. Only one of the best ballers ever to fucking grace the NBA. Get it right. What about your man Kenobi? Fuck's sake. Aye. Zoom. Fucking lightsabered the helicopter in half, did I? Zoom. Just banter, guys. He's just fucking about this week. He's just fucking about. Here, I have a new segment. We'll be doing a new segment. I was going to start filtering in my segments from the old podcasts that I used to do, because I'm not going to lie to you, I spent a lot of time making jingles and stuff, and I really like them, so I think I might bring that back. But I've got a new jingle for you and a new sort of thing that I'm going to do maybe every week, maybe bi-weekly, if that's what they say. If this week segment kissed boys and girls, it would be bi-weekly. Check it out.
What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week? What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week? What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week? What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week?
Diona's phone has reached its like maximum storage, so before she takes any more photos, she has to like get all her photos and her videos and stuff and drag them over their desktop and then wipe her phone before she can take any more photos.
What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week? What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week? What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week? What's the most pointless thing you can tell us that happened in your life this week?
Yahoo! New segment. Who dis? What do you think of that? Isn't that good? Do you know what I was thinking as well? I was going to do a segment about gigs that I have coming up, but my gigs are all on the phone that I'm actually using to film this on, so that's not going to work. So what I'm going to have to do is write down the gigs, and I'm going to have to like tell you next week the gigs that I'm doing, because I'm not doing any gigs this week anyway. So up my hoods. Speaking of up the hoods, or up a hoods, or whatever you want to call them, or up the hoods, what a segue. My Decky the Gaffer videos didn't put one up last week, and that is the first time in 35 weeks that I have not put up a video. I had fucking COVID, and I put up a Decky video. I put about 4 Decky videos up while I had COVID. My daughter was born the fucking day before I made a Decky video. My eyes hanging out of my face, like, you know that fucking Halloween mask you get, and it's like just boingy eyes. Just, I'm pretty sure they're not called boingy eyes, but you know the eyes, and they're like, that was a fucking brilliant sound effect. That was really good. Anybody who has a podcast out there, if you want to use that sound effect for anytime someone's talking about anything hard, or phalluses, or anything along those lines, feel free to use this. Or that's shite. Why would you use that? What would you use that for? Although this is a good one. Sounds like my phone. Or that one. You could use that one. Fucking 37-year-old man struggles to breathe, sitting on a chair, sitting on a rocking chair, trying to pull it forward, and it's fucking near killing me, so it is. Oh, Jesus. Here, where's he going with this podcast? Like, what is the aim of it? Like, is he having a breakdown? He's talking to himself, we all know that, but, like, is it getting any views? Is anyone even listening? What is actually going on? Will we do Sean Recommends? Well, we haven't done that in a while. Here we go. Here we go.
Big Phone TV show, whatever it is, Sean recommends a Big Phone TV show. Wonder what he'll recommend. Big Phone TV show, whatever it is, Sean recommends it. Big Phone TV show, it's time for Sean Recommends.
My Sean Recommends this week, I should do, do you know what I'll do? I'll get some kind of romantic music, and I'll do a different voice for this one, because this one is this is a good one. Maybe not appealing to everybody, but it's something that everyone should try. So let me type in this, and let me see. There's 2 seconds there, boy. This is her. Excuse me. Here we go. I forgot I'm not hooked up to an Ethernet cable, so it's taking its time. Here we go. So, for Sean Recommends this week, I need to pick an accent here. I'm doing a bit of both. I'm doing like half American, half my own. I'll do Australian, mate. Let's do Australian. Yeah, so this one is for anybody out there who drinks oat milk, alright? It's for anyone who drinks oat milk. Got a little tip for you if you drink your oat milk, alright? Try barista oat milk. Now the carton is a little bit shorter than... I don't know what I'm doing now, I'm doing a different one. So the carton's a wee bit shorter than the regular oat milk. The oat milk's about... Is it a litre? Surely, I think it is. I think it's a litre carton. Surely, of oat milk. But the barista one's a wee bit shorter. Now, it could be fatter. It could still be a litre. I'm not sure. Because I haven't thought too much about this wee segment. But I just thought I'd recommend it to you. So there's an oat milk out there. And it's called barista. Alright? You bring her home. You boil your wee kettle, love. You get your nice cup out, your nice mug. Whatever it is you want to use. You pour your wee spoonful of coffee into that cup, into that mug. Into your fucking jug, maybe you drink a jug of coffee. Maybe you're gasping for it and you need it. Your energy's low, it's dipping. You get your wee sugar, maybe you take 1 sugar, maybe you take 2. Maybe you don't take any, maybe you don't believe in dentists. And you stick your wee sugar in. And then instead of putting your milk in there, reach for your barista oat milk. And see, just before you pour your barista oat milk, shake the fuck out of the carton. Shake the bollocks off it, Imelda. You shake it like a Polaroid picture. You shake it like an arse in a Nicki Minaj video. You shake it like Michael J. Fox on an Etch-a-Sketch. You shake it like a fucking tambourine, love. And then it comes out all frothy. But here, you pour your boiling water in first. And then you reach for your barista oat milk. I tell you, it's an orgasm in a mug. If you're into your coffees, you're into your lattes, you're into your cappuccinos, you're into your frothy coffees, well, you shake that bad boy and you froth it up. And let me tell you, it's fucking delicious, love. You'll cream your back after you take even one sip. So worth it. Barista oat milk. Available mostly in Tesco's, not in fucking Eurospar or other places that I've tried in the past few weeks. So that was your Sean Recommends. That was I thoroughly recommend that you try the oat milk barista. It's very good. It really is. It's highly enjoyable. We use nothing but it now. We used to use oat milk all the time, and then when we started using oat milk, it was nowhere near as nice. And then sometimes we run out of barista oat milk and we have to just reach for the normal oat milk. And we're like, oh, this is so shite compared to it. But what do you do? Do you ever lick your finger and just sort of helicopter your wife's coffee just for a laugh? I recommend doing it after going to the toilet and not washing your hands. Good fun. She's like, oh, what'd you do to this? It's tasty. I thought, it's cock, love. It's cock! Shouldn't be shouting that so loudly. I'm in the middle of a housing estate here. Fucking police will be at my door. 3 words. Mo Salah's pass. Another 3 words. Mo Salah's goal. I was like a haunted, horny haunted ghost. What a guy Mohamed Salah is. Do you know, since Mohamed Salah joined Liverpool, crime towards Muslim people in Liverpool has dropped considerably? Isn't that amazing? It's shite that it took a good footballer to join a football team for that to happen. Fuck me, come on. It's 2021. How, who are these dicks that... I'm going to sound like a dick here myself because I'm being like... I just see people for what they are. I don't see skin colour. I just see nice people and fucking ball bags. And I just steer towards the nice people. And I just avoid the fucking ball bags. But I mean, come on. What are they doing here in my country? This is my country. How the fuck's it your country? How the fuck? Your country? You rent your fucking house. You don't even own land, you dick. I pay a quarter of my rent and the dole pays the other 3/4. But this is my fucking country. Wise up, dickbag. Fucking dickbag. How dare they come into my country? Where I fucking live. Fucking headbutt them glasses off your fucking teeth, you specky cunt. People like that wind me up. Unbelievable. But yeah, back to my point. Mo Salah. Oh. What? I said a few weeks ago I was going to make a conscious effort not to speak about football like hardly ever on this podcast, because I know a lot of B-hatches listen to this. Psych, joking. A lot of lovely ladies listen to this, and a lot of lovely gentlemen listen to this. Some children listen to this too. I don't know why. Turn it off, kids. Watch some GCSE bite-sized stuff on the BBC iPlayer. But no joke. I had to bring this up this week because me and my son James watched the match on Saturday. Liverpool versus Watford 5-0. And Salah's pass to Mane is one of the most beautiful things I have seen in my life. And I have been to the Louvre in Paris. I have been to the fucking... Did I go to the museum? Or what do you call it? Not the museum, the art gallery that has the Mona Lisa. Where is the Mona Lisa? We'll soon see. Where is the Mona Lisa kept? Oh, it is the Louvre. The Louvre. The Mona Lisa painting is one of the most emblematic portraits in the history of art. Where is located at the Louvre? Painted by Leonardo da Vinci in the 16th century. He joined the collections of the court of France before being added to the works on display at the Louvre Museum. Oh, the Louvre. Lovely museum. There was a time we were at the Louvre, and I think it was Neil Delamere tweeted, and I think they talked about it on the Blame Game that week, that there was this whole big protest and people had brought loads of sheep and stuff into the Louvre. I think it's called the Louvre, is it? It's either the Louvre or the Louvre. Either way. And people brought sheep in and held this big protest. And we actually filmed it. We were there when that happened. And we filmed like about 30 seconds to a minute of it and then got really bored. And what they did was held a big protest, and then they all just talking on big megaphones and stuff, and then they all charged at the security and the main entrance to it, and everyone just stormed in. I'm talking 70 or 80 people, and we were standing quite near them, and we were like, just, what's going on here? There's a wee sheep done a big sheet there in the middle of the corridor, and they all just start charging through, and then we were like, fuck it, free in. So we went on through, like, after them, because by this stage, security had fucking scattered. They would shit themselves, them and the sheep. It was a contest, shitting contest. So they had fucked off. And there was just us and some sheep and some mad bastards that were further down the corridor, cracking up and going mad and stuff, whereas we just, like, walked through the main gate, and then we were, like, looking at the first picture, being all like, that's a good picture there, love. That's a good painting now. I can tell that's worth some money out there now. That's fucking 18th or 19th century. And one of them were that's good painting. That's good. He's watercoloured that. I know it. I did watercolour in fucking GCSE art. And then about 2 minutes later, we went from sweet, we just got in for free, to, oh yeah, it's still a museum, Snorefest, and then we just left. So we didn't even get to see the Mona Lisa. Didn't even get to see the Mona Lisa. I brought her up for some reason. Can't even remember why I brought her up. But there we go. But as I said, yeah, I think I started talking about the Decky video and then I just got carried away within myself. But it's been 35 weeks of just Decky video after Decky video every single week. And then I got to the point last week, I was just having a bit of a shitty week. And I just went, you know what? I put immense pressure on myself every single week to not only churn out a video, but churn out a Decky video, and not only that, but to make sure it's as good as I can possibly make it. And I just feel like I got to this stage now where I'm like, right, people know of this character, people have been following this, nobody's fucking craving a Decky the Gaffer video. Come on, what world do we live in? People text me, give me another video, give me it, fucking give me it. Nobody cares, right? Nobody. It's a comedy video. 2 minutes later, people are like, funny, click like, and then they're watching a cat on a skateboard 15 seconds later, because it doesn't matter. Nothing on social media really matters unless you're fucking giving a makeover to a tramp. Gotta film it though for likes and hits and views. But I got to the point last week where I was like, you know what? I control my destiny. I didn't think that. I'm only joking. I got to the point where I was like, I'm just not going to put one out. Will I put one out this week? Probably not. I might take a couple of weeks off. Do you know what I might start doing? Is like a Halloween special, a Christmas special, things like that. Because it wasn't even that I was... It wasn't even that I'd ran out of ideas. I still had more stuff to put in. Gagging for shagging. Haven't used it yet. Thought of it the other day, right? That's going in. That's what she said. That's going in the next video. But for now, it was just like, why am I putting this immense pressure on myself to release a video? It had died a bit for me. I've done it now, like the Rodney stuff. When's your next Rodney video? Don't know. Don't even know where the clothes are. Don't care. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. New Decky video coming soon, guys. But honestly, I just got to the point where I was like, I had just put too much pressure on myself and I need to just take a step back from it. Because every single week I was like, oh, have to get a video out. Have to get a video out. I don't have to do anything. I can do whatever I want. So I might spend the next wee while working on some different characters. I've got a character that I thought of the other day while going for a walk. And I think it could be a good one and a funny one. So keep your ears peeled. Keep your ears peeled and keep your ears wide open. Because you never know. You never know. But Mo Salah. That's what I was fucking talking about. What a guy. What a guy. Love him. That pass outside of the left foot, fuck me, pink. And that goal as well is just... after the City goal, I was like, is there anything this guy can do to top that Man City goal? Boom, what a pass, boom, another goal. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But I was talking, I started booking gigs again, and I just need to work on the rustiness now of just doing stand-up again. Learning all my jokes again. Perfecting my craft again, and just getting back up on stage, biting the bullet, and just doing it, getting all the rust off, getting all the COVID cobwebs off, and just trying to enjoy stand-up again, because I do think I love it. I think I do. But sometimes I have down days and I'm just like, fuck stand-up. It's just not worth it. Because I know sometimes it makes me happy, but when I'm not gigging, it makes me really unhappy. Not to be gigging, but at the thought of doing stand-up when I haven't been gigging regularly. So that's something I have to work on. And I think I need to work on that first and foremost by just biting the bullet and just booking gigs. And just gig. And speaking of gigs as well, another segue, I've got my solo show on January the 14th. Tickets are on sale now, ticketmaster.ie. Just search my name in Ticketmaster. and they'll bring up tickets. This is Belfast. Am I going to do a tour? No, because I probably wouldn't sell enough tickets to do a tour. I'm not at that stage yet, which is fucking mental because people have been gigging 2 or 3 years and they're selling out massive, massive gigs. But what you have to understand is that everyone's path is different. Everyone's path. And fair fucks to everyone doing it. And they have my full support. I shouldn't be doing a big gig. He's only been gigging 2 years. Fucking, you do what you want. You do what you want. Aye, but what if he's not used to experience and all? Fucking, you get experience. I know what fucking career path I'd like to choose. Oh, I've done some shit. I have done some horrific gigs. I've driven 4 or 5 hours on my own, like 13, 14 hour round trip down south, back end of nowhere, some GAA club or fucking social club, 20 people sitting around a dance floor, and me there, we love your jokes, we really, really love them. Oh, I've done some horrible shit. But yeah, January 14th, it's going to be good. I'm going to work my balls off between now and then. And I'm going to give people the best possible gig and the best possible version of me on stage that I can possibly give them. So if you're into what I do, if you like one-liner comedy, if you like these podcasts, do yourself a favour, buy a ticket, have a night out, you enjoy it, let your hair down, but push it behind your ears. You have lovely ears and I want to see them. And I've got a few sort of special kind of little treats that I'm going to involve people with as well. Got a few emails to send this week where I'm going to ask for people's involvement for stuff. So that should be fun. And as well as that, I'm starting a new comedy club as well with my agent, Adam Rushton, in the Moy. PB's at the Moy, I'm pretty sure it's called. If you search for PB's the Moy or PB's Moy, PB, P for Paul, B for Ball, BAUL, not BALL. PB's at the Moy. I think it's near Dunganby, fucking Dungan. Near Dungan, near Cookstown, near fucking Armagh. Out that road, out that direction. It's going to be good. It's going to be on the 26th of November. And I know as well, 26th of November, we're bringing acts over from England and we're involving local acts as well. And the first act, we have Tom Houghton and we also have Callum Oakley, 2 fucking brilliant comedians who are coming over from England to perform in the Moy. In the fucking Moy. Unbelievable. It's going to be a great night. That's on the 26th of November, and then we're going to be doing that monthly after Christmas. There's not going to be one in December, obviously, because it would be like fucking Boxing Day or whatever, but there's going to be one every month, starting November, and then from January, one every month. It's going to be class. And as well as that, I know because it is my wedding anniversary. Yep, they say love is dead. No, love is not dead. Love is comedy, and comedy is coming to Newry Football Club November 27th. Myself, Darren Matthews, Dave Elliott, telling jokes, doing stand-up comedy for people down in Newry. It's going to be great crack. Get your tickets now online. Fucking Google Newry comedy, Newry FC comedy, something like that, and get your tickets. It's going to be gas crack. It's going to be gas. And we all get fucking locked. We'll get locked after. That's going to be great. And then myself, the next night then, myself and Dion's going away and our wee winter as well. We're going away for our wedding anniversary, the day after our wedding anniversary, which is going to be good fun. So I can't wait for that. So I'm doing 3 gigs in a row. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Oh, they're all coming back to me now. My memory's fucking getting better. What I have is Pug Uglies on the 25th. There you go. 25th of November, Pug Uglies. 26th of November, PB's at the Moy. And 27th of November, Newry City Football Club. So that's going to be good fun. I need to get off now. I need to get off. Dirty skitter. I need to get off now because I have to edit this and stuff and try and get it up for 9 o'clock. Oh, that's what she said. I have 35 minutes to do that. So, arrivederci, slán go fóill. If word is in, pet. Robson and Jerome, Soldier Soldier, other 90s TV shows. Cheers for your ears. If you enjoy this podcast, follow me across social media. Subscribe to this podcast, and if you can donate as well, I ask people to sort of send me £3, which covers like a coffee if you want to pay for a coffee or pay for whatever. I got myself a new Zoom mic, which I'm going to be using from next week. So cheers for all the donations so far that has been able to afford me to buy that. If you want to donate, go to ko-fi, which is coffee, ko-fi.com/hegpod, HEGPOD. Have a great week. Check out all the other comedians. Watch loads of content, because we put stuff on online all the time for free. You don't have to fucking pay for most of this stuff, but what we do expect is in return you pay for tickets and buy merchandise and things like that, so that we can keep our heads above water, we can feed our children, we can send our children to school, and then we can buy Bugattis and just fucking race them and smash them into each other, because who gives a fuck about money? Cheers for your ears. I've been Sean Hegarty. Peace, and I'll see you again soon. Holla!